So, Gary, you're a rock star in our Minecraft realm. You made the BOID plot. We just begged you to come and work with us, and so now you're doing that, which is really fun. And you showed me this picture of a map that you got in the thing, and I've been freaking about it ever since. So this right here is kind of a big deal. In case you can't see this on the video, you're watching on your phone. That's a map right there of where you are, and it's glorious, absolutely freaking glorious. And I wanted to be able to share with everybody else how to do that. So I'm gonna actually load it up right now on my own machine, and we're gonna walk you guys through how that is happening. Now, just a couple other things to show on this. I had this set up, and now it's not working, which is really sad. Of course. No, that's not what we want. Okay, we'll have to figure that out later. Anyway, there's a bunch of different things. When we get into the actual map itself, we'll show everybody how those things work. So the first thing, what was the first thing that I had to do? I had to go to
you need to go to Curseforge,
right,
.overwolf, and install their launcher.
Right, and the links for this are all going to be in the YouTube video. So the first link is going to be Curseforge. You got to download that, get all that stuff squared away, and then the next link, you had me download the Journeymap jar file. So we've got that on hand. So those two links, install Curseforge, get that Journeymap jar file.
Jar file, yeah, you're right.
Right, the zip file, right? Okay. And then so when you open Curseforge, this is what you see. And so you had me look for.
So hang on, we skipped a step. So first,
sorry. Cool.
So when you click back on the little anvil icon to go back to the main screen of Curseforge.
Right.
The first thing you're going to see is it's going to ask you what game do you want to play, right? So obviously select Minecraft, which may not be on the first screen. Just go look for it, and that's going to ask you, do you want to get started? Just click yes.
Yep.
And at that point, you're shown which mod packs you've already have installed, which you will have none if it's the first time ever. And we're going to be searching for one that is compatible with the vanilla Minecraft that we're using in the Uplift world.
Yep.
And just type in either the word vanilla or the vanilla experience. It's probably easier just to type vanilla. You're going to get...
Especially if you type vanilla the right way.
Though.
Yeah, that's super important. Got to be good at spelling.
You're going to get a whole bunch of hits, and the most important one is going to be called the vanilla experience. It's the third one from the top usually.
Right. It's for non-Europeans. It's the vanilla experience.
The vanilla experience.
I'm sorry. I'm such a dick. All right, install. Boop, boop, boop.
Go ahead and install it. It actually adds a lot of functionality, which is really nice on the client side, not just the map, which we're going to be adding ourselves, which is not part of this mod pack.
Okay.
But it actually adds a lot of very useful things. So do take the time to read through the README of that particular mod pack, and you'll see it's pretty nice.
I will not.
I know you won't,
but people should. Yeah. When Gary gives advice, you should listen to the Gary. He is right. And when inevitably, dear fans of the Uplift, you're watching this and you do read through that and you find something cool, just DM me or just DM Gary and tell him you could have DM'd Corey and told him what this cool thing was, but you're not going to because Corey's a dick. That's fair. All right, cool. So anyway, installing.
So that takes a little while because it does kind of install a slightly modified vanilla Minecraft version. Okay. Adds a couple of mod packs. You'll see it shouldn't take too long, depending on your download speed, of course. We should have probably prepared this in advance.
That's okay. I mean, that's vamping is what we do, right? I mean, that's
right.
It's all to the good. And yeah, it shouldn't take too much longer, although my internet is not the best, which is sad.
And people tend to install different mod packs depending on what they want to play, and it's able to host multiple instances, and you can just switch which one you want to play at.
That's cool. Okay, so we want to play this one. It's okay. So now when I want to
before you play, there should be a. Let's see. Is there only a play button?
Yes.
Okay, I expected that to have a download and a 3 dots type thing going on. So click on it first. Oh, actually.
So here's the thing. Yeah, it's so if you're just in the list, you can do that. So you have to actually click on it, and then it brings up the whole thing.
To select the mod pack. It is actually going to show up in your My Mod Packs section from now on as well.
Okay.
And then what we need to do is we need to go to the three dots and then open folder, or there should be an open folder option. Is there no open folder option in the three dots? It's possible.
There's not.
It's possible we have to instantiate it first, and then it will be an option the next time around. So let's just go ahead and play.
Oh, hey, it opened it up.
No, but it hasn't instantiated.
Oh, that's
it
just
yet.
downloaded. Okay, cool. So
Just to play, and then
Okay.
we'll just when it's ready, we'll leave it on the side.
I gotta turn Minecraft off. Hold on.
Oh, do you have already one running?
Now you can see all my crazy shit. Boink. Here, hold on.
Very good. Once it's up, close it again. It's just to instantiate the first time ever all the different folders and things that we're going to need. That's the pretty new Minecraft launcher. Close that down. You don't need it anymore.
Closing.
Go back to the three dots. Is it still not there? Hang on. Let me check.
What if we did it now? Oh, now, yeah, it's there. I just had to reload this.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So now do open folder.
Got it.
Open up the mods folder.
Got it.
And then put in there, drag and drop in there the Journeymap, the jar file that you had
downloaded earlier. Dropped.
That's it. And now you start pressing play again to make sure that it will actually load up this mod that you just added to the list.
Okay. And hey, what does this do to... I guess I gotta like log in and stuff.
You have to log in. Yeah, it only needs to know once your login credentials for Minecraft, because it needs to talk to Mojang, which is normal.
How do we feel about this? Yes, that's gonna work. Okay, cool. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So get rid of that.
All right, that's the one I usually use. See, the first time the second time I launch this, I only directly go to this viewer, which is, by the way, very conveniently showing you your Minecraft name on the bottom right corner. People often ask, where's my Minecraft name? Where's my Minecraft name? There it is, on the bottom right corner.
Boom. Gotta love that.
And then just press play to start the launcher. So let's go ahead and do it. Oh, actually, maybe you want to record again?
We're still recording.
Oh, recording. Okay, so go ahead, press play.
Okay. Yeah. I understand.
Blah, blah, blah.
And so none of the shaders are going to come up in this too, right?
You're going to have to select them again.
But this is like running Optifine though too.
You're gonna have, oh, sorry, I didn't know you were using those. So you will just have to copy those again into the mods folder, into the shaders folder. The Optifine needs to be copied. Optifine needs to be copied into the mods folder, but it might already be there. FYI.
Okay. Oh, cool.
And
all right.
The shaders need to be copied into there. There will be a subfolder called shaders. You just have to drag them in there.
Okay. So I don't have to like reinstall Optifine into this. I just have to make sure that it's in the list.
I don't think so. And even if you do, it's a single jar. You just have to drag and drop.
Right. Well, and to your point, like I mentioned in a video the other day, like we should make a a full step like how to do this. And this, like maybe we should just like kind of support this as an idea. Like the vanilla experience is kind of because it does more stuff instead of Optifine. Like if it also has Optifine, right? Then that just kind of becomes part of the thing.
I remember having copied Optifine myself, I have to say. So there's a high chance I'm going to have to go and copy that across.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I'll totally do that anyway. I'm just like super nerding out about the ability to get a map. So this is downloading and we're vamping.
Well, and just for the record, for showing off the map, we don't need the shaders. So.
No. I just want to like I want to actually use this.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I want to be able to make sure that it happens. All right, here we go. It's doing
the
things.
Part where it's still loading up. Give it a second. That part, by the way, is way faster on my machine. I don't know what you're using.
For crying out loud. I mean, it's like downloading stuff, and like I have a pretty good machine, but it's probably not like an ultra whiz bang machine.
Oh, I'm running off an SSD. Maybe that's why.
Oh, maybe
it's loading faster. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's all good. We always just get in and like speed this part up.
Yeah. And you can put I don't know, Benny Hill music on the back or something.
Yeah.
But there you go. So this you should be familiar with. If you now press multiplayer and make it bigger.
Don't show that screen again. Proceed. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear. Well, I'm assuming it's going to say, "Do you want to connect to the internet?" Yeah, so you're gonna have to add server again. Type
Sure.
Same as usual.
Metaverse.
.theuplift.world. All right. And then you want to start. And you should almost immediately see the map pop up.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, that's fine. There you go.
Oh, this is so good. Man, it's weird. I get so used to like even just the GUI thing. So just so people notice like how big things are set
Don't
up.
forget how we customize things to make it look better.
Yeah. So this is big. Like GUI scale. Like I always kind of set that up to do that. And like there's
Yeah, I do that too, and I turn off a few things. Yeah.
The music is super loud. Nobody needs that.
The clouds are too low.
Right? Everything's crazy. All right. So yeah, there's the map.
So a couple of things.
I can see my house from here.
The map shows up on the top right corner, but it has a fog of war the first time you start, right? So as you move around, the fog of war disappears as it discovers the part. It's not going to cheat and tell you the entire map immediately. It's going to discover it as you move around. It shows it removes parts of the fog of war.
And does it leave those? Is that every time you come in? Does it do that, or is it gone?
No, only the first time. It remembers.
Okay,
it remembers where you've been. Now,
that's actually really awesome.
This is actually the mini map you're looking at. There is a full size map if you type the letter J for Jen.
J. Whoa.
The first time it's going to say, "Hey, welcome, thank you for using me." Just type in at the bottom. There should be a okay or escape. I think just gets out of it. I guess
that's the word. Escape. Whoa.
There you go. And now you get to see how much you've discovered so far, right? So as you're going to discover more and more of the map, more and more is going to show up, and that's really going to show you the entire map as soon as you've as soon as you've discovered large parts of the world, right? And it's very, very sophisticated. It can show you all kinds of different things, layers, mobs on and off, players, pretty much similar to what Dynamap was able to give us.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty close, right? That's cool.
If you go to the bottom, the leftmost button is the Waypoints button. This is going to be the most useful, most appreciated feature in the game.
So new Waypoint. And
home is what you usually type the first time you use this, right? You're near your home plot, and you just type in the name of your plot. You choose the color you want to use, and it already fills for you exactly where you are right now, your X and Y location.
Right. So this is like, so where am I? Right, I'm in like Jen's village.
Yeah. So just type Jen's village, and you can change the color, by the way, if it's not very easy to see, right? So that's hard to see. So you can do yellow or something, right? Exactly.
Cool.
And now if you go out of the world again, back into the world, so escape to get back, and then now you turn around. You should see you can
see it down on the thing. Oh wow! Oh shit!
You'll see a beam of light for every new waypoint you've created. If you move your mouse over it, it will show you how far you are from it, and this will show from very, very, very far away. So the more new waypoints you have, the more it's going to show you where stuff is. Isn't that neat?
You're changing the world right now, Gary. Like people need this so hard that it's just ridiculous. Okay. So again,
I can already hear the next question. How do I preload a long list of waypoints?
Figure it out yourselves. that's not my problem. No, but this is going to be really, really helpful. Again, our 2D maps are going to be live again soon.
Yes,
trademark soon. But in the meantime, like this is like a really, really good sort of, and it's not really wasn't even her village, which is terrible. Don't tell Russ I did that. This is like Russ's volcano, but you get the idea, right? And then you could set up, stuff that you're going to be able to see from really, really far away, where you're going, and of course you'll be able to set waypoints in the thing too. So J to get into that.
J to get into the
and then waypoints
page. There's a shortcut to go immediately to new waypoint. You'll be able to configure those things.
So teleport isn't turned on with us. This isn't going to turn it on, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's good to know. We'll have to test that out and see if that's the case, because you should be able to teleport.
That's actually a good test, but you don't count because you're an operator.
Yeah, I can. Right, I can teleport. I suppose I could just.
But it will be. I'm pretty sure you can't teleport if you don't have the rights, so it's not going to work.
Just de-opt myself. Let's find out.
It's a client-side mod. It doesn't have any rights over the server.
Okay. So. Boom. I don't have the rights to teleport. Also, someone's going to opt me again.
Yeah. I'll have to
Okay.
up you again now.
Right? Exactly. Okay, so but setting going into Waypoint, right?
You can
Put it
edit
fine
them. You
or
can delete
on.
them.
Oh, you can turn it on and off, right? So okay, so do you
You
have them
can
all
turn
set
them
to?
on and off if they are
Yeah,
annoying you.
that's
That's
cool.
right.
Right, but
It's
then like,
all-
hey, I really want to go to, if you've got this whole list, people are going to use this a lot. So people, if you have this whole list, like, hey, this is my one rail plot, this is like Nick's rail plot, whatever. Like, okay, I want to go to there. You just go
Correct.
in, you turn one of them on, and it's just going to show up, and then you okay, well, I guess this is the direction I'm going, and of course, it shows up on the top map as well. What
That's right.
happens when it hits the border of the top map? That's going to be fun because it probably still tells you the direction
I
of
think
that.
this works from very, very.
Yeah, look at that. Right? See the green thing on the thing?
Yeah, it works
man,
from
you can
very,
see
very
it.
far away. Don't worry about it.
I'm
Even at the
it
border of
works.
the world, it will still show you where it is.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like all I needed was as long as I get the compass point down on the bottom.
It doesn't despawn is what you're worried about.
No. Like even just on the top right map, how like once I'm too far away, it just shows you the little green dot. But yeah, like it doesn't matter how far away I get. It seems like it's just going to show up anyway. Which I mean, that's just you can't really miss that. It's like a big old thing. This is great. Thank you, Gary.
Now you'll find that the shortcuts, like you can zoom in and out of that mini map, and people will want to see that at different zoom levels, maybe a little bit closer.
How do you do that? Jay,
I'm not sure. I think it's the plus or the minus or something. It might actually see the problem with shortcuts when you have many mods is that a lot of them are going to use the same keys, so they overlap and conflict with each other. So often you have to go into that's not where you need to go to change your keys.
Oh yeah, no. I wanted to actually take a look at the setting the mini map has like different.
Oh, there's many options. Yeah, I will let you discover. Like some of them are, I think, turn it into a square instead of a round circle. There's different. People prefer mini maps as a square instead of a circle sometimes.
Even this, people are going to be able to take screenshots of the top of their build, and it'll look like really good.
Yeah. Yep.
This is like pretty high def. I like that a lot.
It has a night mode that you can see at the top, right next to the first two buttons at the top. They are the night and the day and the night view. So sometimes you might want to check quickly: did I light up correctly my plot for the night or something? Without having to wait for the night. That's a very neat. Oh yeah, there you go. There you've zoomed in now.
Yeah. That's great.
It's fairly well. It's pretty good resolution, I think, in terms of trying to show you what's available. It's not super. It's not 3D, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's the thing. Like it's not the 2D map that is kind of live or whatever. Like we sort of need that's like the satellite view, right? That kind of functionality back when we can get it, obviously. But in the interim, like this is. I mean, people are going to want this anyway.
Can you go back to the new Waypoint button?
So hit J, go to the Waypoints, go to new.
Make a new one, and then there you go. So this is what I meant by telling you it's not going to know about anything but the world you're currently in. It won't know that there is a London or others. It's just going to be for that world. If you switch world, you'll likely be faced with a new empty list of waypoints that you're going to have to make for that world. So this is going to be, I believe,
that makes sense.
Per world setup.
Right. That makes sense.
That's why it says I don't know anything but this particular dimension, the overworld, which is basically Genesis, where you're currently in.
Right. Okay. And so I know the coordinates to the cathedral. So and again, like say I have coordinates to my plot and I don't know where it is.
So there's multiple ways. Good question, actually. There are multiple ways you can create a waypoint. Number one was you just push the new waypoint where you are.
Yeah.
The other one is you type in the coordinates when you know them, as you were doing now.
So that's what I just.
And then a third option is go back to the map. So when you go back to the actual map view, escape.
Yeah.
Click anywhere on this map.
Yeah. Right click, left click. I'm doing
double click, left click, right click. There should be.
Oh yeah, double click.
So if you double click, it's going to make a waypoint for where you decided you wanted to have a waypoint. It's very, very useful.
Righteous. Yeah. So it's double click, just for the record. So like double click. Yeah. And I would call this like the unicorn.
Yeah, it's not going to know, so it's just going to put on the coordinates as a default.
Right. This is good cake. This is amazing, actually.
An option that's turned on by default, by the way, the keys shows up on the bottom right corner there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So if you were wondering what they were,
Chat position, create waypoint. Oh, B, create waypoint. That's interesting. Oh, and it was where my cursor was. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. One option that's turned on by default is if you die in survival mode in London, it's going to automatically generate a waypoint for where you died. And it's going to tell you died at time X. It's very useful if you need to go really quickly back to where your gear is.
You lost your stuff. Yeah. That's awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff.
No, you don't have to die to show that this works. Just trust me.
Yeah. No, I trust you. Yeah, this is going to change the game for a lot of people. So thank you for that. All right. So is there anything else anyone needs to know?
So go ahead, do tests, change server. Let's go to London so you can see what happens. Right, it's important to see the difference. London is probably the most likely place. So you see now you start with a map that's empty again. If you go to if you go in and you have a look at your waypoints, they're probably going to be completely empty, right? It's because you're in a new world.
Oh, that makes sense. No, they're still there. They just don't exist.
They don't exist because it doesn't know about it. That's right.
Right. At least I think they don't exist.
They don't because they don't show up. It doesn't know about it on this world, so it's not going to show up in your.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I was worried they would actually show those coordinates. Right?
That's interesting. Don't. It's interesting because it does look like it's sharing the waypoints between the worlds, but it's just not going to show them on the map because it's on the wrong map.
Right. That's good. That works for me.
I think it's useful, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
maybe my advice would be prefix your names with something that tells you which world it is so that you can remember afterwards.
That's smart, right? Like if you got like 10 rail or whatever, you're like this is my, one rail in London, one rail in Genesis, whatever.
Well, today we only have 2 maps. We all know that it's going to be many more than those 2.
Yeah, for real. A year from now, there will be a few. Oh, and I got timed out. All right, screw you. That worked out anyway. All right, Gary, thank you. That worked perfectly. That's awesome.
Hopefully it will help people.
Yeah, no, I think it will. So I've got Jimmy here in a second, but I'll throw this up.
Have a good day.
Broadcast now. All right, ciao.